Hello, I am Balaji. Thank you for taking your time to watch this video. Let's go to the topic. My concept is quick ship. Those who are not from the manufacturing background can find it difficult to understand the concept. However, I will try my best to explain my concept in simple terms. The service which I am going to provide will help the OEM, which is called original equipment manufacturer, and the parts manufacturer. To put in simple terms, OEMs are like Mahindra Motors, Tata Motors, Toyota, GMC, etc. They manufacture a product which contains thousands of parts assembled together. But most of the MNCs and large-scale manufacturers will not manufacture all the parts at their factory. They will design the parts with a detailed specification and suborder it to a sub-supplier, and the sub-supplier will manufacture the parts for the OEM with some terms and conditions. By this way, they can reduce their fixed cost investments. So I am providing a service to be a hub for OEM and the parts manufacturer to fill the gap between the OEM and their suppliers. My motto is availability of the right parts at the right time to the right customer. Before going in detail, I would like to give a short introduction about me and from where I get this idea. I've been working with Fisher Control Valves, a subsidiary of Emerson Process Management, for the past 9 years. Fisher is the leading controller manufacturer in the world with a sales turnaround of $1.4 billion US. I have held various positions like application engineer, senior sales engineer, and technical manager, etc. So our major customers are like process industries like refinery, petrochemical, pulp and paper, oil and gas, metals and mining, food industries, power industries, etc. All these are closed loop industries. Everything is automated, and once the feed is inputted, you will get the finished product at the output. Human beings are used to monitor and control the process to make sure nothing goes wrong in it. These industries should run non-stop till their plant shutdown, which occurs once in 3 to 5 years based on the plant safety department or by the criticality of the process. All these industries will be operated and controlled by the control valve, which is called the final control element, which determines the plant efficiency and the product quality. Based upon the severity of the application, some control valve will last for 20 to 30 years and some will fail in 20 to 30 weeks, which is in between the plant shutdown. Some of the instruments and equipments are very critical, and if the instrument or equipment fails, then the whole plant should need to go for a shutdown immediately, which is called an emergency shutdown. During the shutdown, they will repair or refurbish the equipment which got failed. A day of shutdown can cost loss of millions of dollars based on the production capacity and the type of industries. For example, if a power plant went into a shutdown, then it is not only about the money, it's also affect the country or the city to which it is supplying the power. Example like Fukushima shutdown, majority of the northern Japan did not receive the power when the plant went for an unplanned shutdown during the tsunami. To bring back the plant into normal operation, customer will be ready to pay any amount to get the required parts from the original equipment manufacturer. When I was in a sales, customer will approach me to supply the parts for their control valves in a week or two. Generally, we used to keep only the soft parts in our inventory like any other OEMs, and only some hard metal parts which has frequent consumption will be in our stock. To my knowledge, we have more than 10 million parts which is not unique to each other in our database. So it's impossible and not a recommended practice to any OEM to keep the stock of all parts without knowing the actual requirement. Whenever there is an emergency situation or requirement from the customer, we used to contact our approved suppliers around the world to deliver the required parts in the requested time. But most of the time, we will have a reply stating that the suppliers are heavily loaded and the parts will not be manufactured in the requested time frame. It will be an embarrassing situation for me to go back to the customer and say that we cannot able to supply the parts to meet this emergency shutdown, even after understanding their needs and criticality of the situation. This is one such cases. There are many such customers around the world and many OEMs who do not have their own machine shop, who have to depend only on their known suppliers. My idea earlier is to start a manufacturing unit with all the machining capabilities to support the emergency need of the customer who are in real need. However, when I spoke to some suppliers who are close to my working circle, they explained me stating that they started the business with the same idea. However, they cannot concentrate on more priorities at a time than their capabilities. For example, one CNC machine can cost around 3 to 4 million Indian rupees, but it cannot handle only one job at a time. Some jobs can be done in 4 hours, some in 40 hours, some take 60 to 70 hours based on the complexity of the design. It is not a wise decision to invest in another CNC machine with a high cost and not having a job order for another half of the year. I know some of my friends who had started the machine shop business and they need to close due to the insufficient job order. It is not it's not that there is no need. However, they don't know where is the real potential, whom to approach, and who has a real need. This creates me an idea to start a business to connect the qualified suppliers who are in need of job and the OEMs who are in need of their plant, which need to be shipped quickly. There are situations in our company where the supplied parts will not be as per the specification, which will further frustrate us as well as the customer who are in real need. My concept is to capture all the needs of the OEM and the parts manufacturer and will be giving them a package which will be one-stop shop. They will get all their manufacturing needs from a single point of contact. My quick ship will be giving them the actual feedback from the OEMs, which most of the suppliers might not be passing on to the OEMs most of the times. So why is quick ship? Quick ship will give the solutions to the below questions. If you are an OEM, how many times you had placed an order to a sub-supplier and there was no update on the status on your order till it dispatched, or at the last moment of the delivery they will inform you that the parts are not ready? Have you ever received your money back when the manufactured parts does not meet the desired quality? What will you do when you need a material very badly and your supplier is overloaded? Quick ship will give you the solutions. What does quick ship does? As mentioned in my earlier slide, this will be a hub between the OEM and the suppliers. Quick ship will be an on-point contact for all manufacturing needs of an OEM, like drilling, grinding, turning of their parts. Quick ship will get workload status from all machine shops weekly. This will help to assign the workload to the machine shop which is not running at their full load, ignoring the others who are running at their full load, keeping the minimum raw materials in stock to manufacture the desired parts. Now we know what is quick ship and why is quick ship. So the next question will be where and why, isn't it? Have you ever heard about the place called Coimbatore? It is in south part of India and the third largest city in the state called Tamil Nadu. It ranked 4th among Indian cities in investment climate. It was surveyed by Confederation of Indian Industry. In 2012, it also ranked at number 29 among the top global outsourcing cities in the study by Tolons. Some more facts about Coimbatore. There are more than 25,000 small and large scale industries in and around Coimbatore. These industries are primarily based on engineering and textiles. The city also has 2 special economic zones, which is called SEZ, like free zones in Middle East, and the Coimbatore High Tech Infrastructure, still SEZ. In future, 5 more SEZ are in pipeline to build in and around Coimbatore. Manufacturing of automobile components is also one of the major factors in contributing to the Coimbatore's economy. Companies like Maruti Udyog, Tata Motors are some. Coimbatore is also the largest producer of wet grinders in India. More than 90,000 units per unit they manufacture for the domestic needs. Coimbatore is one of the major gold jewelry manufacturing hubs in India. There are around 3,000 jewelry manufacturing companies. The city also a home to a number of companies manufacturing jewelry making machineries. Coimbatore manufacturing motor and pump manufacturing industries, supplies over 40% of India's requirement, and also control over manufacturing units in the field which I came from. What difference Quickship make? The key difference which I would like to state from the others is Quickship will reply to all messages in 24 hours of request, 4 hours for emergencies. We are available 24/7. Quickship emergency team will be like an emergency ward in hospital. We never leave the order. Each order will be assigned to the dedicated person who will be in charge from the quote to delivery. Separate quality department will be in place apart from the supplier's quality department to ensure zero rejection at the shipment. So the key message from my Quickship is it gives reliable parts, faster delivery, quality ensured, and 24/7 support. So these are some of the manufacturing centers in and around Coimbatore, so where the parts are getting manufactured. Thank you. If you have any questions, you can contact me at rashtubala@gmail.com.